Hey guys, right, welcome to the channel. Right, I've done a bit more work inside. So let's have a look. I've done a little bit of electrical work and a little bit of cabinet work. So let's pop in and have a look. Alright, here we go. We're going in. Going in the caravan, here we go. Right, you can see, yeah, sorry, this view, everything's back to front, so you'll have to work out, everything's back to front. So, what I've done is, you can see I've put a cabinet in here. In there. So, and, I've put, you can see, I put timber in there. And also, I've done a bit of wiring here, some wiring. I'm just going to turn you around the camera and set you up on the tripod so it's easier for me to stand and talk about it. Alright, so what I've done is I've got the 240, a brand new 240 15 amp thing in here. We've got a main switch. We've got an RCD which measures volts and amps, shows you how many amps, so you can actually measure how many amps you're using for everything. And two trip outs. One trip out will be the kitchen at the front, and all the power at the front, and the other one will be this power point for the air conditioner and that power point. Also, you can see I've got 12 volt main cable in there for the 12 volt battery, because this will be a solar one as well. So I've got 150 amp fuses. I may change them later. Main fuse box, and there'll be like a 12 volt control panel here. So that'll be isolated from there to there. So this is all the electrical equipment, and then that'll run through the wall into where it's got to go. I've still got to put a switch for the pump, for the water pump, because I really don't like those water hand ones. We're going to do electric one. The main battery is going to go down here. I've changed my mind. It's going to go here so it's easy to get at. And we'll put the inverter in there as well under the sink. So the fridge will be there. It'll be under the sink in the cupboard. And if I need to charge them, it's easier. I don't want to be getting under the bed and mucking around. So I sort of rehashed that idea. So all the electrical equipment's nearly in there. I just got to wire it all up. I'm still waiting on... It's an on switch, 63 amp switch. It's a DIN rail switch, and I'm waiting for another 12 volt, 240 volt, 12 volt power supply. So when you flick it to say 2, because it's got 1, 0, 2, so 0 is in the middle. So you go to 2, it'll use the 240 volt to 12 volt. And then you flick it back to 0, flick it back to 1, and that'll use the main battery power. So when we're not at a caravan site and we're solaring it using solar panel, it'll flick hardwired to that. So I sort of thought about it a bit more. A lot of thinking before we actually get it all together. Sort of got to picture it and think about what you want, and do it. So I'm going to grab you off there. Actually, we'll come down this, I'll point you down this way. So you can see, hopefully you can see that. I've put a cabinet here. This is just another storage cabinet. And I've put extra shelf, extra support there. We're actually going to have a little seal, I reckon a little shelf there. Because the bed, this will be the foot end of the bed. And just a little shelf, you might want a pot plant, or I'm going to put a USB, sort of like a bigger box there with the USB, 12 volt USB, and you'll be able to charge your phone there. Or there will be a little, I've got to do a lot more cabinetry, but now that these two main cabinets are in, I can actually start joining the front and the back with the cabinetry now. So I've still got to do cabinetry along here, but we're getting there. But this wall's just about ready to be insulated. So this video is just an update of what I've done. So I'm just going to take you off and you can have a closer look at everything. I'm just going to take you off there. So I've just done this cabinet today after work. We'll do a little shelf sort of thing along there, and then this will be a bit of surprise. So there will be electronics and stuff in there. There's the main cabinet there. So I've still got to wire it all up and get it all sorted. I don't want to turn it on yet until we've got it all wired up properly. So over the switch end, we're going to put a 12-volt switch, and that will run the outside dome light, and also the same switch, sorry, not the same switch, another switch for 240 separate will run the same light, so it'll be 240 12-volt. And once I've got it all nearly done, I'm going to show you what I've actually done, how I did it and all the rest of it, once it's all together. But this is just an update. I'm super tired. I've been up since 4:30 and it's like nearly 7 now, so I've had enough. But anyway, I've still got the wiring to do for there. I've got those now in, so I can do those and extend that wiring. Not too worried about that. I've ordered vents there for the air conditioner duct, and also we've got to put extra bracing in here for the bed and the chairs. So we're nearly there. I can actually see what we're going to do, and once it's all filled in, start insulating and that. But anyway, that's just an update. I just wanted to show you update. Got 15 amp, good old 15 amp 240, so that will run the air conditioner down there. That's the air conditioner, and that will be a USB 240 volt right above the bed. The end of the bed is there, so my wife Nicole will lie here. Her head will be about there, and there'll be a little reading light you can flick on and you can move it around. It's like a little ball joint LED one, and I might even do one in the corner. But anyway, there you go, and you'll have your USB charging there. You can either put it in there or there. That's just a storage cabinet. The front will have storage in the front as well. Anyway, the wiring over here. You've got, that's the bench height, remember? So that'll be the microwave power point, fridge power point, because there's the vent for the fridge, and that's just another power point for cooking. So the height of that wood there is the bench, so that'll go right across there. Then you'll have the cooker and a sink there. But anyway, that's as far as I've got. I hope I'm actually getting really excited now because it's starting to take shape. It's starting to get real solid too. It's hard to move around. I've still got the floor in the shed yet. I just want to get all the dirty cabinetry done, because you can see there's a lot of wood dust, and I really can't be stuff putting the floor in and then sweeping it all out. It's easier just to do that. So once I get most of the cabinetry in, and then I'm going to put the floor in, and then bugger all sweeping then. So anyway, and I've put a few little supports in, because when we do the ply, you can screw to there, screw to there, and that'll be the wall. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do with the wall. I've got this special stuff that's going on. There's no painting the walls. I'm going to do this special stuff. It'll look good. And there's another type of one for the back bedroom, but sort of acts. It'll be a white in here, but then it'll be a certain colour in here. So look out for that. I think you'll like it. Anyway, there you go. There's I have labelled a few fuses. These fuses are good too, because when they just let me do that, I can't do it with the left hand. When a fuse goes out, when they're on, when everything's on, the LED lights come on. When a fuse blows, the LED goes out. You can see the LEDs there. So that's common for positive, common for negative, and that's the positive from the fuse. Sorry, that's the positive from the fuse. Negative, common, positive. And the ones that haven't got fuses, which control panel, it's got its own fuses, will just come off there. And there's our fuses, and there's our trip outs for our safety. because I'm really surprised me caravans don't have trip out safety things. I don't understand why you would have a caravan without safety. If it shorts out, you've got a fire. You see so many fires of caravans and buses and that type of thing. Bloody put a trip out in there. That doesn't take much. Rightio, so I've still got that water inlet to do, and a few bits more of carpentry. But anyway, there you go. I don't want to rabbit on too much. That's as far as we got. Alright, I'll catch you next time. Hope you can join me. Subscribe if you really want to see how it goes. And all the rest of it. Alright. Cheers, guys.